What's up, everybody? I just want to talk about 3 plugins you need to get before they're gone. And one is the Temperance Light, the Magma, and the Bitfun MB. And I'm going to tell you about some other things at the same time, okay? This Bitfun right here, I have the code that you need to grab this thing right here. And actually, I'll show it to you right now. It's WRUBF25. And you can come back to here. I might put it in the comments or whatever, too. Anyway, so let's go back to this. Yeah, so these 3 right here, dude. That's my drum setup. Great. This is my mix ready, like easy, doesn't take up too much space, free drums. This is my favorite one. Anyway, so getting back to the 3 plugins you have to get. There's the regular Bitfun MB, or not the regular Bitfun, and yes, the MB does sound better. You get some control with like the bands and what's happening, and equalization, but the tonality is amazing. As far as like lo-fi stuff, some lo-fi stuff has more character, more pristine lo-fi, whatever. More detailed lo-fi stuff, and this one does it really well. Hold on. Ooh, that's the Temperance Light. We'll get back to that. Yes, that one's awesome, right? I'm going to show you the best I can do on the regular Bitfun and why you need the Bitfun MB. A little bit more lo-fi, you would think, right? I would say, right? Yeah, definitely grab this thing. It's worth it. Alright, the Temperance Light. The Temperance Light has synth pads in the keys that you press right here behind the reverb. Now, hold on. There's the reverb sound. And there's the synth pads behind it. Right? Pretty sweet. And you blend in between the two, like this. And they have really nice presets as well. Yeah. A little scary anyway, but anyway. And let's go through the rooms here. We got the right room, the large room. We got the synthetic space. Yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty dope. And you get to have something from Eventide, right? So that's what's up. Yeah, so definitely grab that. If you gotta grab that before December 31st. Okay. The Temperance Light, go ahead and grab it. I think it sounds pretty good. It plays, it's nice. It's nice. Have something from Eventide if you don't. This is the Magna stressbox, and I freaking love waves. Love waves. This compressor has the best tonal edges. Like, that sounds like a good compressor to me. I've played a bunch of free stuff. Like, I've deleted like at least 80% of this free stuff that I download, so I have a good feel on what sounds good for free, and I've tried some demos on stuff. This is a great one from Waves. And I want to say that another reason that I love Waves is because the OBS package. When you go to download the free stuff from Waves, they also give you this. Hold on. Check this out. This is, go down here to filters. This is the Wave Studio Rack for OBS. Now, there's a V-comp in it, but you can't get the V-comp and put it on your DAW and put it on your tracks, right? They don't let you do that, but you can put it on your voice for free. And as you see, I have it on my voice right now with the de-esser on and analog at 100%. And, you know, the auto release. Like, this is amazing they did this for us. Broke artists. This is a definite need if you have OBS because your audio sucks. But the videos before this one right here, where I'm talking to the camera, or I tried the SM57. I do not like voiceover with my nasally voice into a pretty nasally guitar mic. Even though I love this thing for not my voice. But anyway, yeah. So I got the V comp on this, and I had the Brit Pre that I love from Analog Obsession. Yeah, and I could pump the gain up a little bit. That just takes off some of the harsh high end and gives it some body. And I got this mic on it right now. It's really sick. Actually, while I'm on here, I'm gonna show you another one that I love. Oh, can't use it. Anyway, yeah, you can only, it shows you what, I have a bunch more Analog Obsession plugins, but this is only 3 that I could use, but I love that I can use the Brit Pre. I was trying to go for the B Shore 87, which is the Analog Obsession mic emulation of a U87. Anyway, but yeah, that would be great to have. But this Studio Verse free thing from Waves is amazing, and yeah, yes, definitely grab one of the best sounding free compressors out there. The best free compressor out there still, in my opinion, is this one. The Universal Audio 1176. The one you can get for free right now. It's been free. They've been keeping it free for a long time, so I don't know if it's going to go anywhere, right? But this is the people who mess with the analog version of this thing say that this is the best plug-in version of this thing. So definitely grab it if you're a broke artist. If you're use Waveform Free or Reaper or something. If you can't really spend money on plugins, get these 2 right here. And these 2 may be the only 2 you need. And they're from the big brands, Waves and UAD. And, they're proud of their stuff. I can see why when I'm listening to this Stressbox, which I wasn't going to grab, but I ended up grabbing it. And I'm glad I did. It has good character compression. And this has great fat compression. And if you hold shift, you can do the all button in thing, Is it over here? Yeah, but yeah, this thing sounds great. Like I said, the compression, the tonal edges of the compression sound solid but warm. And since this is a FET compressor, you need that. You need the tiny bit of warmth because it's bringing out a lot of high end, right? Love this plugin. Grab that. There's other plugins you can grab, like a amp sim of a Fender Showman or whatever, and a few other ones, and the Pool Tech. But definitely grab the 1176. Okay, definitely grab the 1176. Definitely grab this Waves Magma stressbox for good character compression. The ZL equalizer, there's two versions. One has linear phase, and that's the legacy version. And they were explaining that screw it, you don't really need it because of pre-ringing. And I asked AI if you could hear the pre-ringing in the Ozone 12 equalizer, or Ozone 11, but yeah, there's a chance you can. They use pre-ringing, and so the audio world's like split on whether linear phase is needed or whatever. I have the Ozone 12 equalizer. It's the free one, and I noticed how big the size was. It's not that big. I'm not downloading all the stuff that I can't use, apparently. Well, it's not taking up the space it is, apparently. But whatever. I may get rid of the Ozone 12 and just keep the ZL equalizer, which people give crap about the looks of it, but look at this. This is the equalizer too. I did, look, this is one of the few. I love that you can mess with the size right here. Anyway, it's, yeah, it's not that bad looking. Like I had to go over here and just give it, a nice little color scheme to give it some depth, so in here and gave the opacity, like, what I mean, you got keep it a little translucent or whatever. Anyway, whatever. I'm having fun here, just talking to the camera or whatever. But yeah, is there anything else I need to explain to you guys? This is an offhanded one for some reason. It's very strange, but I'm into guitar amps and pedals and stuff, so the look of this interface, like, I like a little bit. And, you play with it a little bit, you hear it, and the distortion is not, the tube distortion actually sounds pretty good in this thing. So this is just called the tube preamp. You'll have to make sure it has this interface right here, but this one's a fun one, and it's a very dialed in, very, very minute ways. Okay, I can mess with it for a long time. I don't hear that much of a difference in this thing, but it works. So yeah, those are the 3 plugins that you need. Okay, that might go away. But yeah. Is there anything else I need to explain? These guys. Okay, just real quick. If you don't know about Air Windows Consolidated, or you just don't, you haven't thought about them, go ahead and download the Air Windows Consolidated and just get this on your computer. Why? Because I haven't tried any tape emulators, free ones, that sounded good at all. I've tried. I went with stuff like Reflex Acoustics free release. This is what I would use instead of a tape emulation because I hated the way tape emulating plugins sounded in the free range. Anyway, all the ones that I tried, and I've tried a bunch. Okay, I tried all the free tape emulations, including this guy's tape to 7, okay? The 2 tape 7, which there's videos online of the 2 tape 7, and I tried it and I did not like it. But you know what else they had? The 2 tape 8. And I tried the 2 tape 7 because it was the one I saw the video of, and I saw this and I was like, I don't know, and just tried this one and didn't like it. This one, however, is super good. Like, if you watch, there's a video, the only video of the 2 tape 8 there is really on YouTube is from Air Windows himself, okay? And he talks about how the tilt, and this doesn't get it doesn't do the high-end crackle A-listing sound nearly as much with this one. Yeah, and it's just, and the doubly, there's the doubly 3, and that, if you play electric guitar, you probably need this one. It's in effects. Yeah, the doubly 3 is insane. It's the doubly and the 2 tape 8 are a little bit related, and they're the best sounding some of the best sounding saturation sounds I've heard. And don't let this interface and all this like piss you off. This guy gives a crap about the sonics. Like, he's so obsessed with the sound of these things more than how the plugin looks, right? And he's got so much crap. Like, I haven't tried hardly any of these, okay? But I'm telling you, the doubly 3, and it just thickens up guitar. Like, if you have guitars pan to the side, on the side image, and just put the doubly on just the side guitar, it will mesh with the center guitar in such a way, it's stereo expands, but also gives it, sounds like more details being brought out. Dude, yes. Air Windows is maybe this guy really cares, and his stuff sounds good. Between Air Windows, variety of sound stuff. I'm telling you, this variety of sound. This is my favorite transformer saturation emulation ever. This thing right here. It is so good sounding. I stick it like right there. And dude, and the version I got, there's dim, air and dim in some versions, but mine is the Mark III. It has saturation to limit and color scheme. Dude, just whatever. This mixed with the Analog Obsession Brit Free, yeah, and put that with the V-Comp from Waves, the best Neve sound, free Neve sound you can probably get. That's almost what I have going on right now with the Wave Studio plug-in right now. Is the Brit-Pre V-Comp, very Neve oriented. And you know what? I have a variety of sounds that haven't played on there, but let's see if I can get variety of sound. Oh, I can't get the Tesla. Oh no, I can't put the transformer saturation on it. Anyway, but just the fact that I can put VS3 plugins on my OBS, and maybe my crappy audio won't sound like crap no more. I'm stoked about that. But yeah, any more plugins while I'm out here? Yeah, that Reflex Acoustics free release. If you don't like tape saturation, this free release is a really nice one to put on your master. It just does whatever little wave shape and very minute stuff. But it sounds like tape saturation or like a thickening movement that tape saturation does. Xylent, alright, I really like the sound of his stuff. I kept the limiter, compressor, and mastering tone EQ that this guy right here has, Xylent. He's like one of the newer free plugin guys, okay? And I suggest checking his stuff out, or keep that name in mind at least, because his mastering stuff is actually pretty good. Yeah, this one's a really nice clean compressor. The Kotelnikov has like a little stereo diffusion kind of thing going on that I like better. But as far as like the tonal edges being there and the tone being there, the XM compressor does pretty good. And I think there is some flavoring to it. That may be why I like it, actually. There's a little flavoring to it, even though it's a mastering compressor. Yeah, and everyone talks about the limiter. Maybe I'm not the biggest clipping limiter. This thing doesn't use look ahead and stuff like this, so it's a clipper. But I keep it because it has a certain flavor, and actually, when I try a bunch of clipping limiters, I hate them all. The only limiters that I have is this one. And let's see if I can get this to load without a crash. I don't know why it crashes. Where is it? Where's Wave Breaker? Press play. No, yeah, press play. Wave Breaker. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Of course it didn't. For some reason, Wave Breaker won't load when OBS and everything else is running. But it has look ahead. It's the only free limiter that has look ahead and a true brick wall, and it's visual. It shows you the waveform and the threshold where it hits the waveform. So it's needed. It's needed. I'm gonna try one more time to get Wave Breaker to load, and we'll just call this a day with this. Yeah, it's not gonna do it. All right, what? All right. Coda Labs. Oh, Saskatchewan saturator. This is a saturator that doesn't use harmonic distortion and stuff like that. It uses amplitude. This is a good one to have. But yeah. Yeah, that one's a really good one. Especially if you want some stuff that's not distortion related. Yeah, the ZL equalizer, guys, I'm happy with it. The Ozone 12 has the transient. This thing has the transient EQ too, but the Ozone stuff doesn't have dynamics, and that's about it. Yeah, let's leave it at that. Looks like people might be here. Peace, bye.